Okay, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises. Let me say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. I'm the brother Tyler Wolf in the GMS New Jersey Kent. And just here with another quick lesson, a few videos that I thought was interesting, something that came across my feed. And this is the year 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and the destruction and punishment of Edom. That's a beautiful title. All right, Elder Apostle Tahar, our beloved apostle. All right, Elder Apostle Tahar coined this year the hopeful year of our deliverance and punishment and destruction to Edom. That's something we're looking forward to because we're looking forward to the kingdom of heaven. And on New Year's Eve, I guess, matter of fact, did it happen before or after? I believe it happened after, because I was doing a lesson and the New Year came in after 12. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. I remember I was doing a lesson and the thunder that I heard out of nowhere, it wasn't even raining. It wasn't looking like it was raining, didn't feel like it would rain. And I heard crackle, crackle, crack, boom, boom, and I was like, whoa, it shook me. It went through my spirit. And I looked at the window like, damn, oh shit. It felt like, something bad happened. It didn't feel like a normal rain, thunder, okay? When I heard it, it felt like something bad had just happened, or the Most High just judged someone. And come to find out, I'm today learning that 3 structures, the Empire State Building, Washington Monument, and what was the other one? I can't even see that, man. And U.S. Capitol, right, appears to be struck by lightning on New Year's Eve. So that's the thunder I actually heard when I heard it. And this happened in New York, and I'm all the way in Jersey, and I have a witness too, because I didn't even know this happened until today. But of course, they are family members, because I said, damn, that sounded like the Lord just judged someone, and come to find out, that's how I knew it was from the Lord. I knew it was from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, because I heard that sort of thunder before. And what I mean is, I'm not going to talk about this. Brothers in the camp, all right? The Most High had answered my prayers. And make a long story short, when that thunder had happened, it alarmed me the same way. And it felt like something bad happened. And then my phone rung, and this person called me with bad news. Like, it happened just like that, And I said, that thunder was the Lord's, letting me know some judgment was done, or something was done. I bullshit you not. All right, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai, our big brother and Savior. All right. So when I heard it this time, I said the same thing, because it felt it. It went through your body, and it was something out of nowhere, something out of nowhere. And come to find out, the Empire State Building, Washington Monument, U.S. Capitol appeared to be struck by lightning on New Year's Eve. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember, was it after 12 or was it before 12? It was after 12. It had to be after 12, I believe, when the New Year came in. Because I was in the middle of a lesson, I was doing a lesson, and I remember I looked up to my right, because I was like, damn, Lord must have judged somebody. you know. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's play the video. Right, play that again. Hey, and guess what? Now you know jokers out there that are not spiritual. Ooh, that's a good pause right there. You know, those that are not spiritual will overlook this and say, you know, it ain't nothing. It happens, right? It happens. But what a coincidence, you know, as sometimes they say. But this is spiritual, man. The start of the year 25, and the Lord strike all three of these buildings, man. I show you the Lord about to take you devils down, man. So what I did, all right, I had looked up some scriptures. In fact, I Googled, all I did was phrase, the Lord shall take them down, you know, and then these precepts popped up. So I'm gonna read these precepts because even the AI, the Google, knows that when you phrase those words according to the Bible, that's the Most High saying he's going to take these nations down. And all of these scriptures that they gave me, it's only like 4, was all scriptures about Edom being taken down out of power, man. I'm not making this up. All right. So I want to read this real quick. It says in the King James Version of the Bible, then I will bring them down. Right. And I didn't title it that. I titled it, then will I bring them down. Right. So it says, well, I guess it's the same thing. So anyway, in the King James Version of the Bible, then will I bring it down, generally means that the Most High Yahweh will bring about a consequence, punishment, or downfall upon someone or something, often as a result of their disobedience or defiance. It signifies a forceful act of bringing something to a lower state or level of power. That's beautiful, because the Lord about to take these devils out of power, man. They about to go down to a lower state. They high and mighty, you know. The scriptures, which one of the scriptures I want to get in Obadiah, you know, their habitation is high. You know, there's some proud devils, proud men, you know, and you know, man, let me read it again. It signifies a forceful act of bringing something to a lower state. They're going to become a lower state, because what's going to happen when Yahweh shall return, he's going to crack those clouds and fight and take this, he's going to take down these nations. And what's going to happen after that is the ones that's left alive of the other nations are going to go into captivity. Or put it like this, the scriptures talk about Babylon the Great being destroyed by a great fire. And that's by the ways of thermonuclear fire. So really, anybody on the soils that's left here in North America is going to go into the spirit world. But the rest of the nations around the world that will go hiding from Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to drag you into captivity. So it says it signifies a forceful act of bringing something to a lower state or level of power. So they're going to lose that prestiged high seat, that prestige power that they have. I think about Isaiah 47, how the Most High mocked them. He said, let your astrologers, your stargazers, your prognosticators, you know, save you in that day. Let your witchcraft save you. Let your technology save you. None is going to save you, devils, man. So as Apostle Tahar coined this year, the hopeful year, hopeful, keyword, hopeful year of our deliverance and the destruction and punishment for Edom, you know. So it says, let me read it again. In the King James Version of the Bible, then will I bring it down, generally means that the Most High, Yahweh, will bring about a consequence, punishment, or downfall upon someone or something, often as a result of their disobedience and defiance. It signifies a forceful act of bringing something to a lower state or level of power. It says key points to remember, right? The exact meaning depends heavily on a specific verse and situation in the Bible where it appears. No, it's prophecy, all right? Sometimes when you read the scriptures, it may talk about what already came to pass, which is the history, and the Bible also prophesies, all right, of the future, which the present we're living in. So when the Lord said I would take, you know, he would take them down in these various scriptures I got, he's talking about taking Edom down, because he did take Edom down before. But 2nd Esdras 6, right, starting at verse 6 on down, says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. We know that Edom is in power now, and this is a society that's purely evil, 100%, 1000% wicked. All right, this society today, powered and governed by these Edomites, or ran by these Edomites, and this system we in is 1000% wicked. All right. So anyway, symbolic language, bringing down, can be a metaphor for destroying, humbling, or removing someone from position of power or authority. And that's what's going to happen. The changing of powers, the transformation of power. All right. Power is never lost. It's transferred to one thing to another. Okay. And it says removing someone from a position of power or authority. They sit in an authority seat. Edom feels as though that he has to control the narrative, right? And if anything's approved, he has to approve it. You know, you look at health, you look at herbs. You know, if you go out here and the Most High give you the spirit to put a concoction together or learn the herbs and how the body works, you know, and you start healing people, you're going to go to jail. You know, you start selling your products, you're going to go to jail because they're going to tell you don't have a license. All right. They don't want people to be healed. They want you to be destroyed. Right. It says divine judgment. Often this phrase is used to express the Most High's judgment against those who have disobeyed his laws and acted against his will. Woo! So you know what that leads to. You know what that leads to. I'm going to go to the book of Psalms real quick. Right? It just pops up in my mind. So, you know, like as always, as I say in every video, just flowing in the spirit. And what precepts that pop into mind, I'm gonna read them. All right? This is Psalms 50 and 14. Offer unto the Most High thanksgiving and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Right? And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked, the Most High say, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou should take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with the adulterers. Thou gavest thy mouth to evil, thou tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. So when you come back to this truth, the most important thing that you realize or you learn is who we are and who they are. You know? And once you understand who you are and who they are, then you understand the scriptures a whole lot. You know, you understand the scriptures better. So we know when we read this, when you look at Jacob and Esau, the scriptures tell you that Esau has a perpetual hatred toward Jacob. And then you look at the track record of Edom. And look what he's done to Jacob, especially to the tribe of Judah. All the tribes, let me say that first and foremost. But the tribe of Judah, which is the head tribe of the Israelites, is basically a punching bag for Edom. All right. So it says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, thou tongue framest deceit. They do it all the time. Right now, you got this thing going on for the Terry thing, you know. Like I said in the lesson yesterday, it's a distraction, control the narrative, and push an agenda. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. Even going back to Cain and Abel, right? These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. And Edom think that the Most High is with him, because he's doing all this devilish shit, evil shit in the world, and it seems as though he's getting away with it. You know, he's very prideful. So the Lord said, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee, which means I will correct you, and set them in order before your eyes. Now consider this, you that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. So if you think you're going to forget Yahweh, the Most High going to tear your ass into pieces. And that's what he going to do through Yahushua. It says, whoso offereth praises glorify me. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It says, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of the Most High. So those who manner themselves in the right order, those of the elect, the Most High is going to show them his salvation. So that's why it's going to come a great deliverance for the Lord's elect on this side. So, you know, that scripture came in mind. And I read the divine judgment. Often the phrase is used to express the Most High's judgment against those who have disobeyed his laws or acted against his will. All right, now they give you an example here, Isaiah 10 and 12. When the Lord has finished all his work on Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, he will say, behold, the pride of man shall be brought low, and the haughtiness of men shall be humble, and the Lord alone will be exalted in that day. That's right, because look, the Most High humbled us. You know, we getting our ass kicked. We got our ass kicked, you know, when we got tossed into the dungeon throughout all these years. But now our punishment is almost up. All right, and it's time for us to be released and to be brought back, you know, in that perfection that we was in the beginning. And we're going to be one with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, meaning on one accord. We're going to be made perfect, man. So this part here says the Lord alone will be exalted in that day. You damn right. Because when the Most High get done with this place, Babylon the Great, you're going to know the Most High exists. It ain't going to be no doubt. It ain't going to be no Allah, Islam God, all these other gods these nations worship, even Jake worship. You're going to be praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? You're going to be in fear of his people, his elect, the prophets, the men who the Most High said in Jeremiah 16:16, he said, I will make you fishers of men. Right? And then he said, then I will turn you into hunters of men. You know? So, man, the right order is going to be established in the earth. So I just look at this, Salakia, I look at this as a sign that the Most High is going to bring down this devil's kingdom. So let me grab a few precepts and I'll make them quick. It says, Malachi 1 and 1, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragon of a wilderness. Whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, which means the Most High, which means the Lord of armies, right? It says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. So the Most High, it says the Most High has a righteous anger toward Edom forever, man. It says, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahweh will be magnified from the border of Israel. Just like the book of Isaiah we read 10 and 12. With the last part of the verse, it says, the haughtiness of men shall be humbled, and the Lord alone will be exalted in that day. Because when the Most High show his righteous power, his judgment, you're going to know, man. All right, I remember Elder Apostle Tahar said years ago about Jacob's trouble. You ain't going to have to ask a person or a brother if we in Jacob's trouble. You're going to know. So let's move on. I'm just trying to get these quick precepts and I'm gonna move on to the next video. It says Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in the time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, which is Yahweh's Mashaphat. I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, right? And remember, Israel is a people before a place. It says, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. You know, Edom destroyed Israel. He destroyed Jake. Turned us into, you know, turned Jake into moles and transformers, man. Right? Harlots. You know, it says, and sold a girl for wine. You know, if you go and watch the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, if you can still find it, and that's a perfect documentary or video, a movie, if you want to call it, whatever how you want to say. Check that out, and you will see how Edom revisit how they treated Jake, especially the tribe of Judah. All right, you know, I'll just throw that out there if you want to see it on YouTube or somehow you can find that movie. I haven't seen it in years. They might have scraped it from YouTube, but it might still be up. So it says, verse 4, yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? It says, will you render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their borders. All right, so you know, that's that. So now let me move on. Let's get Obadiah 1:4. It says, though thou exhort thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thou nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. It says, right, and that started going back to the 1960s, you know, roughly around the time Abin Bivens came on the scene, you know, because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, we believe that Rabbi Abin Bivens is Elijah coming back, fulfilling Malachi, the 4th chapter. All right, when it says he will bring back the hearts of the children to the Father, you know, and we had One West, you know, our apostles are from in New York, you know, and this place, this man started to go down, even when he called himself going out of space. All right, saying he went to the moon and shot up those satellites into the atmosphere. So anyway, it says, though thou exhort thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thou nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thou mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thou violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You see? So even going back to the first verse, first precept I got in Psalms 50, hey, that's Edom going against Jacob. All right? And the Most High going to reprove you to your face. All right? So that's that. So as you see it, you know, I'll play it back one more time. It's very quick. All right, so let's move on. Let me play this video here.
You're
wearable devices. All right, this video here it's a little old, but this is their agenda. Okay, what do you say? What she just say? Wearable devices, brain sensors. You know, all in these new phones and new technology, which can read your brain. So if anybody that is wise, right? Let me say, you know, that is wise and understand how this system works. You know that the future that they're planning for you is a digital society. It's a future where you are basically, you become a perpetual slave, you know, and you have no privacy. You will understand that the mind control will have full power over your everyday living, even to the details of what you ate today, you know, to your heartbeat, right? Because they want to know these things. So biblically, we have the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the knowledge and understanding to know through the Rakakwadash, the Holy Spirit, that the MOTB plays a major part in this man's agenda today. And that's that micro C hip. So now let me just play this video and check it out. Wearable devices. So these are brain sensors that are 2 years. Wearable devices. So these are brain sensors that are starting to be embedded in everyday devices, but until now have been a number of niche companies that really have focused on mindfulness and meditation. The use of, for example, brain sensors that can pick up electrical activity in the brain at a pretty low resolution, but advances in AI have both improved what the signal is that can come from the brain and enabled the miniaturization of those products. As a lot of major tech companies start to invest in these brain sensors, it's a huge, I think, untapped market in many ways of integrating them into everyday devices. These are earbuds or watches or headphones and the soft cups around the ears. Many of those products are hitting the market this year, and others are hitting them within the next 2 years, such that people can listen to music, a phone call, etc., while having those devices in ears. Initially, what they will be capable of doing is very high-level brain state reading. Things like, are you tired? Are you paying attention? Is your mind wandering? Are you happy or sad? They maybe enable interaction like up, down, left, right for interaction with other technologies. And they're being embedded into things like virtual reality headset. Man, yo, and that proves the scriptures that Edom gives a diligent search, man. You know, this man and technology that we all use. And guess what? If you use an old technology, you have to upgrade, you know? So, you know, you don't know what's in the technology. We ain't taking the device apart just to see what's in it, you know? So, cameras, cell phones, brain sensors, they checking you out. You know, seeing your, like she said, your eye movement. Is you tired? Are you paying attention? So what's gonna be the staple? What's gonna be the next upgrade that will be greater than a brain sensor? The micro C hip. All right, and that's why you got your boy Elon Musk making brain chips. You know, he's not making those things for no reason, man. All right, understand that the Most High already told us what's going to come to pass, and if you have faith, you know. All right, you know. So let me play it again. Wearable devices. So these are brain sensors that are starting to be embedded in everyday devices, but until now have been a number of niche companies that really have focused on mindfulness and meditation. The use of, for example, brain sensors that can pick up electrical activity in the brain at a pretty low resolution, but advances in AI have both improved what the signal is that can come from the brain and enabled the mitigation. Now, AI has stepped this game up compared to 2 years ago. You know, you got Chat GPT. AI is learning from all of us every day. You know, what you type in on Google, you know, all that is monitoring us, and it's learning, making life easier. It's making life easier, but it's also enslaving you as well, and they learning you, you know. to control you.
Of those products. As a lot of the major tech companies start to invest in these brain sensors, it's a huge, I think, untapped market in many ways of integrating them into everyday devices. These are earbuds or watches or headphones and the soft cups around the ears. Many of those products are hitting the market this year, and others are hitting them within the next 2 years, such that people can listen to music, a phone call, etc., while having those devices in ears. Initially, what they will be capable of doing is very high-level brain state reading. Things like, are you tired? Are you paying attention? Is your mind wandering? Are you happy or sad? They maybe enable interaction like up, down, left, right for interaction with other technologies. And they're being embedded into things like virtual reality headset.
You heard it. So let's play this last video.
In Japan, even walking generates electricity. Tokyo Metro, one of the busiest in the world, uses piezoelectric technology in its floors to convert the energy from footsteps into electricity. This means that every step commuters take helps power the station and nearby infrastructure. Highways are equipped with piezoelectric materials that generate electricity from the vibrations of passing vehicles. This turns everyday traffic into a source of power. Besides piezoelectricity, the country is known for its advanced public transport systems, like bullet trains that can reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. Tokyo's Shibuya crossing, often called the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world.
Now keep in mind, this is China. Do you actually think that Edom here in America is going to allow China to be the only one to live this futuristic lifestyle? Think about it. Think about it. Do you actually think Edom here in America, North America, is going to only going to let China live this way? China technology and how they're living their lives through this technology is more advanced than what Edom is doing here in America. And basically, America is trying to catch up. So let's continue.
Thousands of people crossing in all directions every few minutes. This human flow represents both a challenge and an opportunity for energy generation. By innovating how they harness energy, Japan is showing us a glimpse of the future. In Japan, even walking generates electricity. Tokyo Metro, one of the busiest in the world, uses piezoelectric technology in its floors to convert the energy from footsteps into electricity. This means that every step commuters take helps power the station and nearby infrastructure. Highways are equipped with piezoelectric materials that generate electricity from the vibrations of passing vehicles. This turns everyday traffic into a source of power. Besides piezoelectricity, the country is known for its advanced public transport systems, like bullet trains that can reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. Tokyo's Shibuya crossing, often called the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world, sees thousands of people crossing in all directions every few minutes. This human flow represents both a challenge and an opportunity for energy generation. By innovating how they harness energy, Japan is showing us a glimpse of the future.
All right, so that's basically the lesson, man. Just had these few videos I thought was interesting. Lord willing, I pray you were edified. On to the next. I want to say all praises to Yahweh, By Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom, shalom.